Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to be reviewing Who Are You? And like all my other videos, I'm just going to get straight to the chase. This thing opens up with a new song, and whew, here's another great opening track. No surprise, no surprise, no surprise, no surprise. Such a. No words could describe how great this opener is. It's like, you'll need a new song, and you know, after such an unclimactic, like after such a letdown of the last track of the Who by Numbers, buy this record off the shelf and you drop the needle and you get this song and you're just like, damn, we're getting into something great again. That's for sure. And it's actually my second Who album I ever owned. Actually, my first one being Who's Next, but then I saw this. This is like I actually haven't heard the title track until I heard this album, and I was like, "Who are you?" Maybe it's gonna be as great as Who's Next because it has Who in the title of it. I know, stupid, but yeah, like Who's Next? Who are you? But this is such a great opener, new song, and can't deny it. It's such a strong opener. 10 out of 10. Uh, my favorite, I wouldn't say favorite part, but my favorite line would be like, you know, just cause I please you, like, like, you think I'm some kind of perfect man, just cause I please you. I like that. Like, sounds in like people are like, oh, you're perfect, and it sounds great because he's pleasing them. That's why, and it's such a 10 out of 10 opener. This is my favorite album in terms of Roger Daltrey's vocals, by the way. Next song on it, written by the Ox, right there, is Had Enough. Not I've Had Enough from Quadrophenia, Had Enough. And fun fact, this song and the next track, 905, was actually going to be an album of its own. Of actually, if you pay attention to the lyrics of 905, it's about like a robot and all that stuff. And those two songs were going to be part of a double album, kind of like Tommy and Quadrophenia, but like by him. But like most of the tracks were like shelved, and these are the only two songs that were left of the album, and that sucks. I thought it would probably would have been the Who's best album if they would have kept going on with it, but it is what it is. Kind of like Lifehouse, but also the kind of like Pete Townsend with Lifehouse, but at least we had demos to back it up. Plus, we had Who's Next to like push the envelope forward, but we just got two songs out of it. Sad day for a Who fan, but whatever. 10 out of 10 track, by the way. I went off a complete tangent, but Had Enough is such a strong track. Would have probably failed really well on the album. It would have been on, but here's what it is. I don't. I had my favorite sections like the very beginning when Roger Daltrey's like, ah! Like he's just like screaming. I love that. Then he's like, I had enough of being nice. Then probably like about a robot, like the robot being like, had enough of being nice. What do I know? I don't know much. 905. Really strong sung by the Ox, and I think this is a really strong track. Another 10 out of 10 track. I love this track to death. This track definitely grew on me, but the synthesizers and everything about it. Another example of what would have been great about this album. Plus the album cover itself, like implies that there's synthesizers and all that involved. Same with the back cover. That's what I love about this album. This album cover and back cover, like it shows what's going on. And 10 out of 10. My favorite section would probably be the synthesizer parts. That's my favorite. Those are my favorite parts. Next track, Sister Disco. Another strong track. I love Sister Disco. It's one of my. I wouldn't say it's like a top 10 or top 20, top 30, top 40, but like it would be like a top 50 track probably. Goodbye, Sister Disco. Such a fun track. 10 out of 10. Next track on the album, Music Must Change. I really enjoy this track. Nothing to be complained about, nothing. It's a great track. It's a 10 out of 10 track. Definitely my least favorite off the album. Must say that. It's not a track that I necessarily look forward to listening to when listening to this, but it's not an album that I skip at all either. So not that, but it's the closer to side one, so yeah. Side 2 opens up with the Strong Entwistle, or the Ox opener to the track. He doesn't sing it, but he wrote it. Trick of the Light. I love Trick of the Lights. This definitely is up there my favorites of all time by The Who. I love Trick of the Light. First time I listened to it, I loved it. Loved it the first listen. Love it to death now. 10 out of 10. My favorite lyric would probably be, "What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this? You know they don't make girls like you no more." I love that. I don't know, that section always hooked me, always got me. Next track, if you haven't guessed, 10 out of 10. Guitar and Pen. There's two versions of this song. There's the original mixed version, which they must have did it on here because it sounds almost exactly like it. And then there's the Spotify version where it's like slowed down and sucks. But the regular version is strong. 10 out of 10. My favorite part would be when you end in a scream. Because it's like, and then you scream and you curse because the writing ain't clean. It's my favorite section. Love Is Coming Down. It's like the only ballad off the album and one of those really strong track. 10 out of 10. I don't have a favorite part nor least favorite part, so take it for me, it's a 10 out of 10 song. Who Are You? Come on. What do I have to say about this track? It's Who Are You? Come on. If you haven't heard this song before, you gotta listen to it. If you want a deciding factor whether to buy this album, maybe the title track could be a deciding factor. I don't care. It's such a great track. Easy 10 out of 10. And that's it. That's the end of my review. Here's my first copy of it. It's not an original, but this is the first copy I owned. A remaster. I got this for $2 at my record store. It says Attention. Who Are You? Side 2, track 4. I think they intentionally did this to like advertise for the song. Like, ooh, if you want to know where the song is, side 2, track 4. But it says contains lyrics that may offend. It's talking about the part where he drops the F-bomb. But this, I think it says factory sealed up here, but as you can see, it's not factory sealed. But I don't know if this is an original. I'm gonna let the album out. I don't know. You record inspectors. You be the deciders. I don't know. I think it is. Plus, it has the promo sticker. I like that. I wouldn't say it's a promo sticker, but it's like a warning sticker. Like, warning. Some of this language might offend. This might also be an original. I don't know. I could be wrong though. This could be like, it could be a reissue, but still. Then here's my picture disc version. This is my only picture disc I own by The Who. But damn, this is a strong one to have. I love this. It's really nice. Then there's side 2. Really enjoy this. Your guitar for you. Well, that's the end of me reviewing all the Keith Moon albums. That's the last of them. Next video, we're going to be reviewing Dun 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 dun. Face dances. And by the way, who are you? If you haven't guessed already, it's a 10 out of 10 album. Next video, review that. See ya.